Hi, good morning. Today on our Bite-Sized Insights, I thought we would have a quick look at how to use Brandwatch to identify potential market share for sales, for insights, for strategy by using a feature that they call social panels. To hone in on that particular section of the platform, clicking over here, what social panels does is it essentially groups an audience of like-minded people defined by certain parameters that we set in place. In this case, I've already created a Kaya FM social panel, all the people who follow Kaya FM, just to show you how that works. We would go in here, we would potentially change this filter to as an alternative. The system would identify that handle for me, and we could have added additional filters and parameters, such as gender and what they're interested in, their usernames, potentially what they tweet about, but we're going to keep it pretty simple today. So you can see here that the system has already found 122,000 authors. We're going to save that social panel. We'll call it Random Followers. And the system is now going to generate that. Now, because there's 122,000 of them, it might take a few minutes. So to save time in this case, we are just going to utilize this similar Kaya FM followers, which I built yesterday. How we then tap into that is we're going to be building a query that identifies everything that that audience or that social panel has been speaking about for 1 to 5 years if we wanted to, with the purpose of identifying answers to the questions that we have. And in this case, my question was really around what do they say or what does this audience look like when we identify what kind of mobile operators they talk about. So the query would be something like I am on, or I use, or my account, and then listing, in this case, 3 of the local South African operators. We filtered it down to South Africa only. We've chosen to only look across certain content sources that are conversational. So we've taken out things like news, and we've taken out a whole bunch of exclusions that might make that discussion irrelevant. And the result is that we could then build this dashboard that tells us something very quick and easy that may change our potential strategy or our campaigns going forward. So I built this little dashboard, and right at the top, by defining the ways that people talk about these various mobile operators, we can very quickly see that the Kaya FM followers, when looking at their discussion over the last 720 days, seem to talk about these mobile operators using those keywords that I had put into the system in these ratios. And that might be a bit of a surprise. So 33% of them were talking about them being on Cell C or having a Cell C account, whereas only 23% of them were talking about having an MTN account or using MTN, and obviously the bulk is at Vodacom. And that might be a sponsorship, an advertising, a campaign discussion, which hopefully helps. And that's a quick bite-sized insight.